Sunday evening, everybody. Hope everybody had a lovely weekend. As you all know, it's the end of the harvest season. The fields are all cleared and there's no more corn in my field across the way, and all the soybeans have been harvested. So it's time for the farmers to kind of have their relaxation time too, if you kind of think about it that way. They have a little more field work to do and they have to get ready for the cold weather that's coming. So of course I have none of that to do, but I've just done my normal household things and came back from a little lovely trip, which was nice, and did a little bit of baking this afternoon. And of course it's Sunday, so I always make a lovely large Sunday dinner for the whole family, because it seems that's the only day of the week that everybody can kind of sit down and have a meal together. So I always love to have a nice roast or something like that on Sundays. Plus this time of year it's nice to have the aromas of all that stuff cooking in the house with the oven going, and it warms the house up a little bit. So all my work is done for the weekend. I got my things done, everything's put away. So as usual, I'll be finishing up my hair. Kind of was out and about and did some stuff. I hope you don't think that I go out and about like this. I usually put a nice pretty scarf over my curlers when I'm out. I wouldn't go out like this. I always have it wrapped up with something to go with my dress that I have on for the day. So in the evening though, I take it off to help it air dry a little bit. So I have another hair dryer that I'll be showing you this evening. So let's take a look and see what I got tonight. Okay, so here's my cute little Dominion hair dryer, and I love this because it's so nice condition when I got it. I think it must have been put away in storage and never used because it is in pristine condition, but I still use it. Came with all the little pamphlets that came. Oh, that no repairs needed, so I hope not. And then it has also, these old hair dryers also had some of them that had the manicure attachment. How to manicure your nails professionally, so I'll kind of hook that up and show you how that all works. And then here's just a little, this was in the lid when I got it, and I just took it out to be to keep it nice, and I keep all of these in a nice little Ziploc bag so they stay nice. So here's this little unit, and it's nice, and this is the one I keep in my little vintage camper because it's so compact. It doesn't take up hardly any room. So you have the hose in the bonnet, and it's all lovely condition, and the power cord. And here is the little device that you use to do your nail stuff, and that goes right here, and I'll tell you right here, power center, and you open that up, and then you can insert this end, whoops, and then all your little attachments go on this end to do your nails. Is that a hoot? And here's all your nail attachments. It has all of those. Yeah. Let's see if I can get that going, just kind of show you how that goes. So when you turn it on, it's air driven. So you're supposed to be able to give yourself a nice little manicure with that. And then here's the little heat settings right here, and it comes with off, cool, warm, medium, and hot. And they all work. Little dial right there. So when you're drying your hair, you know, after you've done your little manicure with your little set, take that, and you close that up, and then little power hose. What side is it on? Goes right on this side, so that's where you plug your bonnet into, right there. And this evening for my relaxation, I have a couple books that I'm reading. Looking forward to go to a trip to Chicago at some point. So it has some really neat little books. Vintage Chicago, which I love, and then also Weird Chicago, which is kind of about hauntings and strange things that have happened in Chicago. So I've already started reading that. So a little browsing reading material. And of course, I need my reading glasses. I haven't broke down and got bifocals yet, but I do have to have my cheater reading glasses that I get at Walmart. So let's get this going. And then, and I told you, here's my little scarf that, just in case you wanted to know, this is what I had my hair all wrapped up in today while I was out and about, to cover up my curlers, because a lady should never be out with naked curlers. That's never nice. So I had this little scarf around my head, and then I took it off for my hair drying tonight. So let's get this all hooked up and see how she works. Okay, so I went ahead and did was I plugged the end of the nail apparatus into where the airflow unit is, and then with all the little attachments, I decided just to put one on this little one, and it's a little soft one. I suppose that was for buffing the nails out. So I wish I had one more hand. I'm going to turn this on. And it still works. Yeah, I love that. still rotate. So we can have nail polishes on. You could put that on and go over your nail bed and just to do a little bit of a buff. And it would work lovely. Don't you just love that? I just love how it still works though. So usually what I do before I even put it on my head is I will run the hair dryer just for a little bit to warm up the whole bonnet. It makes it soft and pliable so it's easier to get on and more comfortable. So you can kind of get it right into place where you want it. And then here we go. I'm going to turn it on. And I've used this one before too. So I usually, like I said, use this one when I go out vintage camper. I'll take this one to dry my hair when we're out and about in a little 19-footer. It doesn't take very long to warm right up. I can remember when I was young, grade school age, early grade school age, my sister had one that looked very similar to this, and it had little nail attachments on it, and it also had the port. It was on the top. The hole for the hose was on top, and the nail apparatus was on the side, and it had a little spot. Please dry your nails here on it. So the hose hole, you could put your little nail polish on after you got done polishing it, using all the little tools that go with that, and then you could put your nail polish on and put your fingers down into where the air came out to help dry your nails faster. I thought that was so neat. I never used it, but I kind of remember when I was very, very young, and when my sister would come home to visit, that she would use it. And I do have a couple pictures stashed away somewhere I'm going to have to get out. So thank you again for joining me for another little relaxing Sunday evening. Got my books all ready, and my glasses, and my bonnet's all set. And I got a little candle going, and my favorite movie music is playing this evening, so I kind of like that, a little bit of old swing from an old musical, I believe it is. So I'm going to finish up my hair, do a little bit of reading, a little relaxation with my lovely music, enjoy a nice little hot cup of coffee this evening, a little bit of chill in the air, so that will be delicious. So everybody take care until we do this again. I really enjoy sharing my vintage hair bonnet dryers with you, and this is my little Dominion dryer. So until we meet next time and we have another little sit-down chit-chat about hair dryers, thanks so much for joining me.